Okay, so we're back. We're going to do a bit more Trackmania. I wanted to do some Stalker today, but my brain doesn't work, so we're not going to be doing that. I never realised that until I don't know how I didn't notice that was a background. That's the outline of Europe in the background of there. I did not notice that. Yeah, so work is still killing me, so I don't have the brain power to deal with all the many things that Stalker has to throw at me. So, and so I'm going to do a little bit of Trackmania, where I only have to worry about 4 keys and just going very fast and screwing up. This probably won't be very good, but it'll be better than watching me walk into 900,000 anomalies in Stalker. You can watch me crash into a sign instead. That's not the line. Yes, we're continuing out. That's probably not the line. We're continuing our quests to try and gold every single map in Trackmania 2020, which is probably a bad idea. I'm just gonna. I don't care how far behind we are. We're just gonna learn the track, which is gonna be quite an endeavour, as I've discovered. Right, we need to leap slightly to the left there. I know I can reset, but I just wanna. I want to complete a run because there's always. If your momentum is completely off, like it is now, there's no point like practicing the track, as far as I can tell, because like your momentum is so off that you might as well just restart. I know there's an argument that you can still like learn the corners, but the corners are gonna be so different when you approach them at speed. It's just gonna teach you bad habits in my very inexperienced mind. Oh, we don't need to turn as much there, but I think those corners can pretty much be taken full speed. But if you go out to the right, like the bronze time does, so like that. We're out there a little bit earlier, but that's okay. That's a much better line. Oh, that isn't. That's straight into the sign again. That sign's the bane of our lives, right? This should be okay. That was very neat. That's straight into the sign again. We need to be straight. We need to come out of that chicane straight. No matter how good we are through these corners, we can't be patting ourselves on the back because we've got to get completely straight like that. That should be okay. There we go. It's not okay. It's not okay in the slightest. Straight into the sign again. Right. Right, now we're completely in the middle. We shouldn't hit the sign. We are slightly off center though. And what does he do? What do they do to get that run through there? Because that's annoying, and I've jumped completely the wrong way. Right, we're gonna have to follow the ghost, I think. But we're not going to be able to follow if we're going to hit the sign. But at least we know how to take these 2 corners. We know we've got that over the bronze. Straight into the sign again. If I lift a little bit there, now we should be sufficiently... Does he lift a little bit? I think he does lift a little bit. Oh, that's... I don't want to call this a precision track. I want to call this a pretty standard track that my poor brain cannot handle at the moment. But we'll be fine. We'll get there eventually. That seems good. Further to the left, is that going to be okay? It's going to be... If there's a thing I can hit, I'm going to hit it. Like that. Oh! Deceptively difficult. I suppose that would sum up this game. That's a button. At least we can learn which way the track goes. So he goes up. And around? Where am I going? Oh, I've got not a clue where I'm supposed to go. Up and over? It looks like it goes over. No, that's... Yeah, so you can't go full speed. I'm always congratulating myself for going full speed. Where's... Where do they go? They go straight up and over. Okay. Okay, that makes sense. Position our car better. Don't get no boost. But at least now we know where we're going. That should be okay. Yep. Oh, tree there. Eh. Eh. There we go. This is going to be the thing I said about the momentum, in that now we're going to have a completely different momentum than what we're supposed to have going through here. Unless we get a super turbo pretty much straight after, which negates all of that. Ooh. Oh, and then he's going to float over there, is he? Okay. Someone was having a very imaginative day when they came up with this track. That should be okay. Yep. Whoa. Thought it was okay. It wasn't okay, but at least now we know which way we're going. And we'll look at the positives. That gives us a lot of improvements to make later on in the run. Don't get hooked on the tree. There we go. Oh. That's just something we can improve on later. Every mistake is a future improvement. I'm just massively overflying that. Yeah, someone definitely took the day off once they finished this track. They were like, yeah, that's good enough. No! This is definitely a technical track masquerading as a speed track. And also I need to remember to use the brakes sometimes. Not just to lift. Keep thinking to myself, this is a terrible run, but we haven't actually finished a lap yet, so that's better through there. Oh, that's worse. Literally come to a dead stop. I presume this isn't going to be valid. Oh, so he goes down there. Oh, and am I back at the start? I am. Whee! Okay. It's not the answer then. It's definitely not the answer. I think if I let off a little bit just as I get to the top of that first jump, like here, we definitely get a better run through here. But getting that first thing right is surprisingly difficult. Right, let's at least try and figure out the track. You have to jump further to the left there than you think. And then pull it back to the center for this bit. Less airtime is actually good, so point ourselves like that and we get a little bit of momentum. Good. Let off a little bit there. More than that, apparently. So left flat out, lift a little bit there. That's not as good as it could have been, but it gives us more momentum down here. That is really hard. That bit of the track just lies to you. So straight through, little lift there, so we don't clip the sign. There we go, that's good. Further to the left than you think, that's less good. Further to the left, not that much left. Right, so. Flat. Ah, not flat. Doesn't matter, keep going. There, about there. That looks about correct. Yep, good, that'll do. He gets too much air. Oh no! Keep going. Four seconds behind, but we're pretty much caught up. This is good. This is good. Means we get to see where they go. Where do you go, Mr. Gold Bear Gen N83? You actually come out here. And then what happens? So we're just going to follow you. What? Is it backspace takes you back to the previous... I suppose I have to go through one first, don't I? It would help if I learned the controls to this game. So, through... About there. So if I hit back... Right, so it is backspace. I feel like because the bronze spends like 20 seconds driving around the outside of the arena, then resetting. I'm hoping this was just a difficult track, because if that's the bronze, either there's going to be a massive jump in quality, or this track is just hard. So we'll see. Oh no! That was lucky. That was very, very close. Are we going to be able to get a medal just by not screwing up too much? Yes. We get a silver for not screwing up too much. Right, okay. And we've got to save just about a second? That's doable. That's doable, because that was a pretty terrible run, apart from the fact that we actually remembered where to go. Now we've got at least a vague idea of what's going on. We might actually be able to achieve something here. Right, through here, and then Fizzy Wolf is there. So we want to deliberately ease off. You do that, Fizzy Wolf, and then I'm going to go fast up here. Oh, he's right behind me. There he is. No, Fizzy Wolf. Boo. But that's the way to do it. That is the way to do it. Just don't screw up that final corner. And don't make one of the like 25 mistakes that me and Fizzy Wolf are both doing, including that would definitely be considered a mistake. Ah. Getting too keen. I don't need to be that accurate. We can do this without being pixel perfect on this corner. Like that. But definitely not like that. Keep going for the practice. Because I definitely need it. Oh. I can guarantee that some people out there are going to have done some absolutely ridiculous times with this map. Like, compared to what mere mortals are doing. Because, like, I'm making so many mistakes, I'm still ahead of the gold. The author time on this is probably scary. I'm just not going to... Hopefully he's not got better momentum than me. Hopefully that's enough. We saved 2 seconds. That's enough. Yep, there we go. That's that one down. Relatively easy to do. I'm going to assume extremely hard to master. Sausage roads. Speaking of easy to do, hard to master. Can I change the gold by accident? It doesn't look bronze to me. Yeah, I did pick the gold. Right, spoilers. I want to versus the bronze to start with as like a an achievable goal while I'm learning the track. And probably be straight lined. That probably can't be. Wow, I'm that far ahead of bronze still. Was were Nadeo just not enjoying themselves when they made this? Nadeo. Ooh, I need to actually break there. There we go. Oh, that could have been bad. I mean, it was pretty bad, but it could have been worse. How on earth am I still that far ahead? That's silver! Did they only have like 5 minutes to make and release these maps then? And like, they ran 3 times and that became gold, silver and bronze. Although watch me now be embarrassed by Negasone. Negasone? This guy. Whoever this guy is. This map feels like an exercise in, like, restraint. Like, never going really flat out anyway, because there's always some tight turn you have to get around. So nearly 3 seconds off our best there, but then our best was pretty crap. Ah. Yeah, this is all about braking, isn't it? Braking just enough in the right places. Although I suppose you could boil all racing down to just braking the right amount in the right places. That kind of describes racing generally, but this track more than normal. Apart from clipping the wall there, we were keeping up with them. That was a good line through those last few corners. Saved another 2 seconds off our PB. I don't think that's an ease off thing. I think that's just to turn tightly and get the turn right. So, not there. Got to use the side of this sausage curb. Like that. So they're definitely not perfect because they bounce off the wall there in a different place to where I bounce off the wall. But obviously if I don't bounce off the wall there, I'll gain a lot of time over them, and then it's just a case of getting the rest of the track right. It's a case of getting, yeah, yes, well obviously not working, brain. Well done on that one. No. We need to stop being that keen. We don't need to shave pixels off of our line when we're still that far behind. Don't let perfect be the enemy of good. And also get that corner right. If we can get that corner, I feel like that corner's key. We seem to have got the line for... I haven't got the line for that one down, but I've got the line for the first half of this corner down now, so... Whoa, there we go. But then shallow out a little bit. We need to shallow out a little bit around here. So let go for a second. Yep, there we go. And then we just ride that all the way up. I don't think I need to release there. I keep releasing there. I don't think I need to. I think I can attack that a bit better. That time I hit the inside wall. That corner's pretty key, I think. If I can get that right. Because they must lose so much time from that wall bump. And then I need to not wall bump. Yeah, and it's just death. If you go over the top of this sausage curb, it's death. So, there we go. And then getting that angle right seems pretty key as well. Oh, went over the sausage curb, which means death. That wasn't bad. Come shallowly into this corner. So we don't clip that wall or that wall. Slow right down so we don't bounce off that wall. Gives us more momentum through here. Possibly needs slightly less momentum there. That tightens up a lot there, but he hits the wall there as well. No, I'm overdriving it. Overdriving it. We're trying to catch him up and we're never catching him up at that point, so. Take this flat, take this flat. Slow, 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 so slow, so slow, so slow. Don't go up the wall. At least we've pretty much got that bit down now. Ah, straight into the wall. Gotta get this first few turns completely correct. That was pretty good. We need to get a drift going through that corner, I think. Ah, I eased off when I shouldn't have done. Oh, around there. Ah, scrape the wall. Ah, the minute you cross that sausage curve, you might as well just restart. That's better. No, it isn't, because I let go. There we go, that's better. That's much better. I think they touch there as well. We should be okay. If we can nail these corners, we've got a much better run out of there. This is the terrible run. Is he going to come shooting past? No. This could be it. This could be the run. Unless he gets a much better run down there. Yes! Another one down. 2 down. I'll be honest with you, when I first came in here with my brain at about 1% capacity, I wasn't sure we were going to get any. So 2 I will take. A little drink for the next one. Whoop. This is another one where it feels like precision will be rewarded more than bravery. Where are we going? Left. Okay. Super turbo. Through another thing. Super. Okay, there is a bit of bravery involved, but not quite that much. No, but fun little track. Where it feels like the bronze, at least, is eminently beatable. A little bit too much speed through there, but we managed to save it. We have not saved it there, but it doesn't matter. Let's just learn the track. Also, we're still clearly on for bronze here. And every mistake is a future time save. It seems to be bouncing off the walls like a drunken fly. There's always the possibility of something going well for us, like this. What's that? What does that get us? Doesn't get us gold, gets us oh 3.5 seconds off. But that's just not making mistakes. 3.5 seconds is me hitting that wall and coming to a dead stop, so. Oh, I've got too much pace down there. So he makes the same mistake I did. So this feels doable. This isn't like some of the ones in the previous round where it felt like I had to be perfect. This feels doable. Ah, no. Less doable if you do that. But still, don't screw up here. And we've got the power of momentum with us. We can PB at least. Well, not if we hit every wall on the way there. How does this guy take the... How does this go through this corner? Is it high or low? It goes pretty low. Oi! That's because if you go high, that happens. Alright, so... Need to not hit the wall there. That's costing me a lot of time. But we've got this bit. I was going to say we've got that bit down as we just take that corner massively wrong, but close enough. There we go. Heavy bit of brake in there, but that's fine. Oh, I'm not straight through there, and that's a problem. Oh, well, that wouldn't have been a problem. That would have been a master stroke if I'd gotten that last bit right. He gets a terrible run through there, which means we can have a better run here and there. That puts us nice and ahead, and now it's just a case of not screwing up. Heavy brake, heavy brake there. Make it round like that. That's a nicer line. It's not perfect though. Should be more than enough. Can I have my wheels down, please? I would really like my wheels down, thank you. There we go, that should be it. 4.5 seconds save, that was pretty good. Yeah, we'll have that. We will take that. Three down, which I think means there's 2 more of this row. Challenge the bronze first. Got the tube men bumpers there that are a little bit scary. Not so scary that I need to just immediately backflip the second I see them though, but because we're on dirt we can probably not slide that early. Got slightly over keen there. But through like that, that's nice and tight around the things. And again, I probably didn't need to be that close to the edge, but so be it. Oh, this is scary. That's going to be a case of getting those turns correct. Bronze hits them as well. We're still only just slightly. Oh, that's going to be difficult, but at least we're keeping pace with bronze here, so we can at least keep an eye on what he's doing. Oh no, it's ice. And we were in the air there, so we can lose a bit of momentum. We want to make sure we don't do that. Future rounds. Jump off there. Is this just every single type of road? Oh, engine off thin bit. Oh. Feels like we're doing okay. Can I have my engine back, please? He loses all momentum there, so we might be able to just roll our way to bronze. Hey, engine. That's good. Nice. He's still stuck. Bronzy's still stuck. Ah, okay. Fair enough. Yes, I will challenge silver. Decent enough line there. He gets more speed, so maybe we need to take the corner less tightly. So it feels like he brakes a little bit there. So if I just ease off through there, so the trick is to not get excited, to ease off, and then through here we want to get as little air time as possible, so we still get to make up some speed there, and then around this corner, we're going to turn our engine off and we can glide. Oh. And it's just a case of getting up this bit nice and straight. 7 seconds ahead of our PB. There we go. That should be silver. Right, now what tricks has gold got up their sleeve? I didn't even stop to look how far they are ahead of ahead of that time, but that was nice through there. Now we want to try and be a little bit more... That's better. And we keep it lower than them through there, so that's good. Oh, that felt dangerous. I didn't like that at all. Feel like we've got more momentum here. Oh, we were catching, and I got overexcited watching how quickly we were catching, and I drove into a wall. Oh, that felt faster until that point. Boo. I'm pretty certain we're done. Yeah, even with more momentum down here, we're not catching, so. But that's the way to do it. This feels very doable. Ah, then it all goes wrong. That was going all right. I think it's just going to take one run of getting that right through there. We'll restart there because that was a terrible corner through there. Just got to make sure we don't lose confidence on this bit. We've got this bit down. Well, you touch the wall there and you're damned. And so this is kind of like the Trackmania problem, is because you make a couple of mistakes and you start losing confidence on corners that you were consistently better than before. So I'm still ahead of my PB though, so we'll take that. And we didn't make that little mistake where we got one wheel air time there like they did, so. Oh no, that's not the way to do it. That break at the beginning, that's not the way to do it. That's too early. This is fun though, it doesn't feel frustrating. Some tracks where you have these problems, they just feel, you know, like, oh god, just get me out of here. Whereas this is consistently fun. Which I suppose, given the nature of the game, makes this a good track. Did I touch the wall there? I think I did. And then we lose it. I think we are actually getting better at that part, despite the fact I keep thinking it looks worse. The minute you're out of control on there, you might as well just give up. Just hit delete. The minute you're not sure where the next turn is, just hit delete. That was a pretty raggedy run anyway. Hey, that's very raggedy. Right. Focus, concentrate. That's better. It's decent enough. More momentum coming down here, so much faster through there. So we can afford to give up a little bit of momentum there, because that just means we've got more momentum here. Takes us up to here. Now if we get a good corner here, we don't. But it might be good enough. Engine off, so we don't need to worry about Acceleration or brake? Just we got left and right. That's all that matters. Do that nice and straight onto this bit. Now it's all about stop correcting. Stop correcting so we're just losing time. There we go. Oh no! Has that screwed me over? I think that's gold. That'll do. There's a lot of improvement to be made there though. There's a lot of... I'm going to go again. I want to beat that. I was just going to gold it, but that screw up at the final corner. I'll give this three goes to beat that time, and then I'll move on. This probably isn't going to be it. Ah, no! Let's see if we can improve now the pressure's off. That's nice. But I think that last bit of braking has knackered our momentum here, so... Might be okay. No, not okay. One more go. This is it. If this isn't the run, then we've already got the gold and we'll move on. First corner could be better. One more. I want to get one more run. One more run, and if that's not good enough, I'll just accept it. But where I screw up and have to restart, I'm just going to like, actually restart rather than move on. I want one more going through that red hoop. Because I did screw up monumentally there for that gold, and I know there's time there. Three more proper goes and I'll move on, because otherwise I'm just going to get stuck on this track forever and that's going to get boring. That's one. Go on, not cat. I'll take that. Let's just move on. Let's just move on. Whee, that turns pretty suddenly. Right, so strategies like that. Does that work? Well, we're through after certain definitions of through. Oh, don't put me into a wall. I like the battle between... Oh, no! Oh, no, we probably screwed it. Up until then, I thought we were having a good battle with bronze, but after that, it was like, no, that's not a thing. Not a thing anymore. Through. Through, please, please through. Not through. Thought I was going to sneeze there, that's why I was infinitely falling down a hole rather than resetting. Ah. So like that and then power down. We will get through that surely. Yeah, that upside down again though. I'm on the ice. No, I don't want to be on the ice. So does that mean we want to barely clear this? So there's like a tactic to doing this badly. What? I went slower through the... What happened? Like, I went through this bit faster, and then my car just slowed down in midair. I don't think that's the way to do this. I don't think cutting that corner is the way to do it. I think this is the way to do it. Please get through. That might actually be useful. Yes. So there is an art to doing that badly. This feels like an April Fool's track. That was a good bounce. What does that get me? Bronze. I'll take bronze. Silver. Right, does silver do this any differently? He does cut that. Through there. That's too low. Yeah, there is an art to doing this badly, which is quite funny. You want to just clip that so that it drops you just onto the other side. Like that. Get down, get down, get down. Yep. And then it's just a case of not screwing up. And avoiding that, because that just flings you into a wall. Troll track. Oh no! Boo, we were doing so well. I think we need to skid around there. Oh, no. Don't want to hit that bit. If we hit that bit of the other one and we just tumbled through, that would probably work. Like that. I'll take that. Whoa, and then we don't end up upside down. There he is. Which route does he take? Oh, so he takes this route too. Right, okay. Known for future reference. Wait. Can we land on the wheels, please? Yes. We're behind our PB, but if we just don't make all the other mistakes I made, and then drive directly, well, no, directly into the sign, it's probably not good. So, that's not enough, is it? No. That'll be enough. Nice. That's about what I wanted to do. That is less what I wanted to do. So we need to remember to go nice and slow through there. That should be enough. Perfect. Probably the best I could have done, in fairness. Oh, that was not good, but we'll take it. Make that corner. Yep, there we go. Make that corner as well, please. In fact, just make all the corners. What? How did he get there? Doesn't matter. We're not gonna PB because there's no. No, I can't steer. No, we're just stuck. I would like to go forward, please. No, because there's no steering. Oh well. I have to restart. That was quite funny. Oh no, no, not enough. I think getting that, I need to stop worrying too much about speed, or lack thereof, and worry more about going directly through the middle, like that. Because that ought to be good enough, yep. Oh, no! Although that sets us up nicely for this. 5 whole seconds ahead of our PB. Land it, land it, land it. Yep, good. Ah, no, tree! Ah, no. We still PB'd. We didn't beat the fella, but he still PB'd. They all count. Right, so that strategy works. So we need to focus more on being right in the middle. So like, that should be okay actually. It's not great. No. Bad bounce. Oh, toe off the edge. That should be okay. We'll take it. We will take it, and then we can... I don't think we're catching up with ourselves, although this is where we clip the wall, so this will be... There is time to be gained. It's here. Just. Oh. Well, that's a nice line through there. And now we can probably catch ourselves because we're not going to get stuck on the wall. And again, this is about being... There we go, that's good. That's a good line. Good. Right, there we go. We got silver. You watch, gold is going to be do the track without breaking stuff. And yeah, given the fact it's 4 seconds better than what I've got, that's probably about right. Oh, no. That was good right up until it wasn't. That should be enough, just about. Oh, no. Oh, if we'd landed that, it would have been okay. Ah, just about not enough. Right, so they come quite far up here and then do that. So something like that, maybe? We're going to clip that. No, we're not. Oh, good. Right, keep that momentum up. Nice line through there. Oh, no, but you can't go too fast through there because then you miss that checkpoint. April Fool's the track. Are we going to make that through? We are. I mean, it's not ideal, but it's not like we're miles behind. Boo. Yeah. Is this a good? I think that's okay. That's good. Oh yes, we're happy with that. We're very happy with that. Right now. Don't screw this up. That's better. Oh, that was terrible. That was a good bounce. Oh! Try again. I was hoping I could get back beyond there and come back and like get a better line, but no such luck. Oh, straight off the edge. Straight off the edge. Good momentum in a place I didn't really need good momentum, but we'll take it. Almost exactly the same line as the gold, which I'm going to take as a good thing. You make any mistakes, gold, and I'm coming for you, but I don't think you do. PB though. 4 seconds. So we've closed that 4 second gap pretty much within what? A handful of runs? So now it's just a case of small margins. That's not good, no. Oh, straight off. Oh, millimeters. Still convinced there's a line there. Ah, just. He gets a very good line through those corners. There is a line. That lower line is there, but I'm just not good enough to get it. Oof. Oh, there we go. That's not half bad. But then we did come to a dead stop, which is bad. Is that enough to get through? Just about. That sets us up better through there. So that lower line is there, and I am good enough to get it. Oh, no! 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 Ah. The troll checkpoint. Good enough? Good enough. Right, have we learned our lesson? To just drop down here. Yes, we have. Good. Ah, and then we go into a wall. Got overexcited. We going through there? Ah, just clipped it. Good timing on the sound effect, though. Oh, straight off the edge. Give this a couple more... Oh, no. Give this a couple more tries. Straight into a shed. I'm convinced that's there. I'm convinced this line will work if you're just better at the game than I am. But I'm not, so we'll just do this. Oh, oh no, we're going to clip it. We're not. Lesson learned through there. For this run at least. Let's hope we'll see if we can make it count. Graze that wall. Oh, just... No, this is it. He's going to go flying past here. Oh, he's not. Now he is. Everything went wrong there. I think I'm overthinking it now. Because we had that down. We've got a couple of good runs there, and now it's just like, oh no, have I got the right pixels lined up? And it's not that important. Alright. What is important is getting through this so I can actually have a go at the rest of the track. Bit of brake there really helps. Bit of brake there would have helped too. That troll checkpoint is really, really annoying. You really have to get really slow through there to make it work. Which goes against every instinct you have coming out of that sweeping corner. Because it feels like that sweep is the best line. No, this does need a bit of brake. This needs a bit of brake round about there. No. What if I got really... I feel like really high is bad, because then there's too much momentum on the other side, so... That was just about drop us through. Made it work. That's... there is more speed to be had through there, but not with my skill level. Ah, no! Just see him drive past. Need to stop going for that line I know isn't real. Well, it is real, but not for the likes of me. That's pretty good, I think. Nope, straight into the thing. I'm just going to restart. Every single time I take that line, I'm just going to immediately give up on the run because it's never going to work. This is what happens when you make a couple of mistakes. You start losing confidence, and then you don't make it through the first couple of turns. That should be enough, though. Oh, it's going to drop us just the other side. Perfect. Lost a bit of speed there, but that's fine. That's less fine. Saved it. Bit more speed through here than normal. Straight into the wall. No. That's going to drop us just the other side. Perfect again. That's what we like to see. I think there's a better line through there than what I'm currently taking, but... Oh. Nice tight line there through there seems to be the way to do it. And then we just need to be confident enough to not tiptoe through this section. That's a good bounce. That might be it. That might be enough. It is good, right. I think that's that entire row done, isn't it? Yeah, so we've got black to go. Oh, sausage. No. We'll keep going. We'll keep going to practice the track. So we've got to learn not to do that to the sausages. It's like teaching a bulldog. You got to teach it to be not to just crash into the sausages. Well, this doesn't feel like a pain in the arse at all. Straight cut that. I feel like I'm getting better at these, like specifically these. I'm still not sure about ice, But the sausage curbs, I feel like I'm doing better at. Slow-mo, okay. What does that get me? Bronze. I'll take it. We know we've got one big mistake in here that we can save time on, so. Patine Crouty, is it? For a second I thought it's a Peter Crouch. Nice to see him still getting work. Ah, straight off. That's better through there, although Peter's way ahead of me. You get back here, Peter Crouch. Whee! Hit straight off. Ah, straight off. That's hard. Well, it's not hard, I'm just dumb. But it's hard for dumb people like me. Oh, no. Ow. There we go, got through it. Ah. Killed all our momentum. I feel like straight lining that is better. Doing that probably isn't. But I feel like they have a better line through this first bit, but my line through the second bit is better. That needs a bit of break, I feel. Yeah, that needs a bit of break through there. The corner's too tight to try and take flat out. Go through like that. Maybe if we just don't accelerate. There we go, that's better. And then with sufficient confidence, you can straight line that. Ah, no! And then bin it. Have we got any mistakes? Does Peter make any mistakes? Not as many as I make. That's a half decent line. I feel like I'm slightly too far to the left here. Oh no, it's not too bad. Oh. He did better than me there, but that's not that terrible. And now we're stuck on the wall. I feel like my first run through there was much better. I feel like I lulled myself into a false sense of confidence. It's all about knowing where to accelerate and where not. So I think this bit can be done by just driving along the middle. Don't accelerate a little bit there, saves you a little bit of time there. Tiny bit of brake and then accelerate there about that point, I think. Because then we get a much better line through here. And while he does get a better line, we get a much better line through there. So let's just carry on. Just about saved that. Oh, that was very close. So was that. That was alright. That was less concerning. Then you got the slow-mo through here. I think I got distracted by the slow-mo last time and I didn't slow down and I didn't accelerate at all. Hey, what? What? What happened to... What happened to Peter? What happened? Let's have a look. What? Did he get stuck on the wall or something? I have honestly no idea what happened. I do not know how I got that silver. Because I'm way behind here, and then I make an absolute pig's ear of the next bit. Not the next bit. We've got a couple of corners here. He's at least a second ahead there. And then this bit. This is the bit where I make an absolute pig's ear of. So I come in here, and then I bounce off every single one there is to hit. Has he flown off the edge and had to reset or something? Who even knows? Right. Challenge the goal. That was an unexpected medal. 4 eyes. Okay, 4 eyes. Let's see what you've got. That feels like a... less good line. That was a good line until it wasn't. I feel like 4 Eyes' run isn't as, like, through these first few corners, isn't as good as Peter's was, and that was better. I think what it is, I'm so used to, that was a horrible noise, sorry, I got a bit of a cold. I'm pretty certain that, what was I going to say? No, I've completely lost track. I think the problem, that's what I was going to say. I think the problem I've got is I'm so used to playing racing games with collision that I'm so, like, part of my brain is concerned that I'm going to hit myself there. And so I keep taking lines so that I can pass the guy, but passing the guy isn't a problem because he's intangible. Oh. That feels okay. It wasn't. I overcorrected there and I didn't need to. I suppose no one ever needs to overcorrect, do they? That's why it's called overcorrecting. I didn't need to correct there. No, all gone. I feel like I had that when I had the line not to do when we were racing Peter. I know he didn't really say Peter. Sorry to that guy whose name I'm too stupid to pronounce, who I've cruelly compared to former Premier League Lankmobile Peter Crouch. Oh, no. Oh, that was a whole new line, and I had no idea what I was doing when I came out of it. What? No. That is a faster line, but it's less fast through there. I was about to say, where's the gold? There he is. Oh, and then we get... I hate the sausage curves that go uphill and round the corner, because I just get... There's like a 94% chance I get stuck on them. They're just like fly paper for idiots. Right. That's pretty good. That's pretty bad. You can definitely straight line that a lot easier than I think I can. That should be okay. Wasn't perfect, but we saved it. Less save there. Well, more momentum, maybe? Oh, poo. Not ideal, but we keep going. Not ideal, but we keep going. Little mistake there from the gold. So if we... Oh, he gets a much better run. Although he does get a bad bounce there. We are going to PB just about. We're not far off. We are really not far off. I feel like that middle section with the... what I'm going to call the tube men barriers. The big yellow barriers. If I can get a better run through there. I feel like that's the key. I've screwed this up. Yep. I think what I like about this... What I like about this game... One, I do like the fact it's deterministic. So the same key presses will always produce the same result. Which means that whenever I make a mistake, I know it's my... Like that. There, I was just demonstrating. I know it's my fault. So there's a certain sense of like, there's no one to blame but me. There's no RNG here. It is not possible for the game to quote-unquote fuck you. Oh. It is only ever you doing the fucking of yourself. Oh no, I'm too... Oh, that was... Becoming the catchphrase, good until it wasn't. That was really, really good. Right up until the second it wasn't. This feels nice though. That feels very nice. That bounce off the wall could have been non-existent, but it is, so we'll deal with it. Yeah, there they go. Not too much momentum lost. We're still doing okay. We know there's a mistake there. We know they make a mistake there. And if we can, say if we could keep our foot in, I do think we need to lift off there a little bit. Either because you're supposed to, or because I'm crap. Either way, we need to lift off there, so we need to be far enough ahead of Four Eyes by the time we get there that it doesn't matter. But I feel like it's not far away. Oh, that was very ragged through there, and then it just got too ragged at the end. Oh, boom. Bounced off the wall there. Now, we know they make a mistake up here. So if we can get good enough through there, which we have, right now I think we... they do hit the wall, but they bounce off. They get a really lucky bounce. But we're only a quarter of a second behind now. And there's definitely a quarter of a second to be saved in what I'm doing. I definitely feel like I've had runs that were a quarter of a second better in certain areas. So... like that. That was pretty good. Oh. Too good. We were too good. We were too good on that corner. Went sailing off into the distance. Oh, and then that's a wall there. Yeah, but I feel like that PB we just got, that was one of my worst runs through that section. One of the worst runs I've actually completed, because obviously I didn't complete that one. But that's where the time save is. Not like that. You see, now I've got a line that's too good going in there. Now I've gotten too focused on optimizing this corner. Whereas I need to, like, that corner needs like 10% of my brain power. And this corner needs the rest of it. Oh, don't hit the wall. There we go. Don't hit the wall. Good. I feel like that's the 9 lives of this run used up, but we'll see. Ah! Ah! Too keen, just parked it. Parked it straight into a tube, man. That was a bad entry, but a good exit. There we go. Right, don't park it this time. There we go. We're a full second ahead of our PB. So long as we don't balls this up. I think... oh, we get such a good... right, so we do have to go with some speed through there. But with this track, I feel like we've reached the point where we just need to string, like, there's 3 or 4 sections to this track, and we just need to string together a perfectly achievable, a good but perfectly achievable time on all of them in one go, and that'll be it. I feel like we've got all the sections down. We've just got to string them together. Like that, we did the first 2 sections good, and then the start of the third one we screwed up. So I'll call this section 1. That ends here. We'll keep going. I know we screwed up, we'll keep going. This is section 2. Actually, we won't keep going, because there's too much momentum lost through there. But yeah, this is section 1. For this first, all the way through to this first complex here. Getting the right sequence of bounces here, I would call section 2. Section 3 is that sweep through, and then the section through the tube men. The wacky inflatable tube men. Then you've got that uphill section, and then the wiggle through. So it's just a case of getting a good time through all of those. So that's a good time through section 1. We're set up well for section 2. That's nice. That's not ideal. That's an acceptable section 3. As long as we get a good section 4, which we haven't really. Ah, no. No, tried a new line. We don't need new lines. We just need the current lines better. Like that. Oh, that's very raggedy, but we'll take it. That's pretty awful, actually, but we're still ahead, so... Do not get caught on that corner. No, Four Eyes. And we touch the wall, which I'm pretty certain means he's going to come rocketing. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if he comes rocketing through or not. Such fine margins now on this track. We're consistently faster in that section. And I feel like we're just consistent in... No. We're consistent relatively in that section. Nope. Could have probably saved that, but I'd have been really ragged coming to the next section, so... No. Like I said before, we need to do the existing lines better. We don't need to worry about new lines. I feel like we've entered that zone now where I lose confidence right before we succeed. Because now I can't even make it through the second section. Or the first section even. But this tends to happen right before I suddenly become good. Maybe I get overconfident. Maybe that's the problem. I get overexcited and think, oh, I can just save time on every section, when it's not. It's about tiny little gains, maybe, on every section. That was terrible. But if we don't hit anything else, it should be okay. Whenever I get nervous, that's the thing that trips me up. Whenever I get nervous, I try and make that turn too quickly. And it's straight into the tube then. That I should have kept my foot in. Ah, there we go. Hung up on the wall. I didn't need that tap of brake, but I'm not restarting. Now I am. Do you remember earlier when I said I was getting better at the sausage cuts? That's good enough because I can see what... Oh, so they take the fairly tight line there. Oh, that was nice. That was very nice. No, no. If it is, it's what? Millimeters. Millimeters. They all count. They all count. I'm having that one. I am having that one. 4 more to go. I was absolutely convinced that wasn't going to work. It means there's still lots of time to be saved there, but maybe... Oh. Maybe if I ever go back and decide to do author times. If I ever get good enough to do that. That's not the line to take through there. Like that. There we go. Not great, not terrible. Oh, that is terrible though. That's a nice line we've found there. Right, at least we know where the bronze goes wrong. That's not the line to take. So I think the line here is this tight one here. And then a little bit of break there. I think that's the way. You get a little bit more speed for the... like that. And then break. That was nice. Slightly too close to that wall on the left for my liking, but... not sure if right way. If I'm going the right way, this is an absolute miracle, right? Even if I was, I've fucked it. But I've got no idea if that was the right way or not, to be honest. Through like that, that's nice. Can I do that? Yes, I can. That was very nearly quite bad, but made it in the end. Oh, not sure what's happening. I probably need to just follow the ghost, right? No, we can work it out. We can work this out by pure intuition. That and the fact I'm not sure I trust that bronze to go the right way. That was nice by pure chance. Oh. Bad bounce there, but I think going to the right there is better, but we've done this now. Oh, have I got enough to carry me over? No, I don't. Oh, I do. No, I don't. I'm facing the wrong way. Right, okay. I'm not going to worry about beating this guy through the first few turns until we actually learn the track. Ooh, there we go. Nice bit of full speed there. Go straight up and into a wall. But as I said, we're not going to worry about that now. In fact, if he passes us, that'll be good because we get to see where he goes. Right, so I think it's this way. But you need to be going slightly faster to make that gap. Okay. Given how these have gone so far, I reckon just completing the track without crashing into a wall might get me silver. And then we'll just have to worry about the things that are slightly... What? It doesn't matter. I don't think we made it through, but we're gonna do this anyway. Right, because then you get enough speed to go through like that. Then yeah. So right, that's the line, but you actually have to go through all the checkpoints. Okay, turns out shallower is better through there. As it always should be, right in cells. Right, now just don't crash into the wall. Or the checkpoint. You shouldn't crash into that either. Both are amateur moves. But at least we're through, and at least now we might be able to finish the track. This way? Do I... What? I don't want to be in... What? Is that right? Or am I just lost again? I do feel like I'm being April Fooled by Trackmania. Through there. Ah! That's not how you do that. The problem is I have the world's worst short-term memory. And so memorizing a line for going through this is going to be pretty much impossible. Ah. I just want to not hit the wall. All I want is to not hit the wall. It is my dream, my wish, my one true purpose is to not hit this wall. Yes! Or ideally that wall. Or ideally any wall. Including that one, which is a wall if you hit it at certain angles. This bit we're pretty good at, I think, by now. Oh. And then then we're really good at going straight over that bit of the checkpoint. I'm going to assume my personal best doesn't hit the wall. So what line did I take here? So like that. That's pretty good. That's very good. Pleased with that. Less please. Very, very less. Yeah, we've... I'm pretty certain we fucked it there, but we'll give it a go. What? Why does that go that way? What? Is that just to slow me down? Not very nice, is it? Or am I missing a complete... Right. We're going to follow NX Predator. Whatever he does, we do. Because eventually he will have set a time. Right. There he goes. Because I feel like I'm doing something obviously wrong. That could have been better, could have been worse. Where is he? There he is. Right, so he goes this way. Oh, I'm dumb. That would explain it. And then we'll fall off. But it doesn't matter. Now we know where we're going. I'm glad I decided to do that because I would have sat here for like an hour going the wrong way. Oh. Well, that was bad. Not content with hitting one checkpoint, we're just going to attack all of them. Viciously attack all checkpoints. Ow. We'll keep going though. Especially seeing as that's my personal best, driving into the distance. Ooh. Do I get engine back? Please, 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 engine. Oh, no. Ah. Almost, despite my many failings. This is pretty cool because, you know, it's like learning two tracks. The real track and the track I made up in my head. It's a good line, I think. We turn... Ah. Still a PB, despite hitting the wall, because we hit the wall slightly less than we did on our PB. Which means that we should have enough momentum to make these. That feels slightly less perilous than it did before. What about this one? Oh, yeah, that feels okay. That feels much... Well, it's not much better, but it's better. Oh, God, no! What? That didn't look like ice. Was that ice? Because it behaved like it. I realise we haven't even finished the track yet. And we're getting really good, somewhat good at all the other sections. Right, so this now shouldn't be perilous at all. In fact, that might be slightly too much speed. No, it's fine. That engine off part is such a pain in the arse. I'll tell you what, if the first time I finish this track I get gold, that would be really funny. I feel like this one might be beyond my cold-addled brain. But we'll see. At least we're making it through there relatively consistently now. Oh, too high, too high, too high, too high. Oh, right, restart. The thing is, I would say we'll just go through and finish the track to learn it, but if I screw up there, I'm not making it through the no engine section. At least we've learnt that bit, seemingly. Wow, no. We've got to turn that, and also I think we need to scrub some speed off there, because even with the engine off, you still need to be able to make it through that following turn. That was a good launch. Ah! I thought, oh, I could save some time here. I can't. Straight into the wall. Ow! Overexcited. Overkeen. Stop trying to perfect your lines when you haven't even finished the track once. That's got to be the aim of the game to start with. I feel like just finishing the track is going to get me a bronze. We'll carry on. Yeah, that didn't feel as perilous as I thought it might. And this bit we've got to remember to turn, but not that much. There we go. Just about made it through. I think we're fucked for this bit. Oh, no, we're not. I'll take it back. Might be for this bit, though. Oh. Yeah, just about. Just about kept it in. And up. Oh, we were really near the end. That's only bronze. Right, we'll have to make sure we don't make any mistakes then, won't we? And that's a tall order for me. That's all right, though. Oh, no. That was good. That was a good line. Don't overexcited. The thing is, I don't think we're far off. I know I scraped the wall there. I'm going to carry on. And now I'm not. Ow! Right, we're not to the point as we were on the last track, but we're in this with this first bit. We are of I just need to do the old lines better and not worry about new lines. We'll worry about new lines if the old ones aren't fast enough when I can consistently finish the race. That was a bit of a lower line than I've taken previously. That was a bit adventurous. It hasn't bitten me yet. Oh, now it has. That bit's so cruel as well because you think you've done it well right up until a wall hits you in the face. There we go. I need to remember low, aim low, aim low, aim low. Will do. Remember to turn. Not that much. I probably could have kept going there. That was good through there. You can see the power of momentum there. Although I needed a bit less momentum there as I charged straight into a checkpoint. That was good. Could have taken that more shallowly, but we didn't. And we're off into the crowd. Whee! Oof. Well, not there's a million ways to take those first couple of corners, and they're all pretty much as fast as each other. That was nice. Now aim low. Turn, but not as much as you think. And for that bit, we do need to brake. Engine off or not. The engine off is an April Fool. You haven't got to keep your momentum. Your momentum will fling you into that barrier and screw you over for the next section. That's pretty good. We will take that. That was very good. Very pleased with that. Low, 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 low. That's too high. Saved it. Didn't save it. That's probably the line through there, saving nearly half a second in like 2 turns. Very good again. We have lost some time though, but we're still ahead by 1/3 of a second. Turn, but not as much as you think you need to. Oh no! I completely misjudged that. We were 6 seconds ahead. Oh yeah, because the ghost would have still hit the wall, wouldn't it? So it would have lost all its momentum. I remember. Wait, we'd screw that up anyway. We knew there was a lot more time to be saved in that section. I believe can be gotten by doing this. Nope. I should stop saying things and make it sound like I know what I'm doing, because I will inevitably, within seconds, reveal that I don't. That's pretty good though. Ow! That's how we do it, I reckon. No. I'm hoping this is what I said before, which is this is where I've entered the zone where I screw up early a few times before I get a good time. There we go. Aim low. Perfect. Pretty much straight line that. We're not the 6 seconds that we had before, but we're close enough. We can still make it. We can still make it. It's fine. Reader, it was not fine. I feel like that's the line we want through there, though. Or a variation of it. I'm counting we've got more momentum here, so we can probably still go for a PB. We're still ahead of... we were ahead of silver until that happened. I feel like the 3 times I finish this track are going to be bronze, silver and gold. Because every single possible like inflection point is a point where you're like, oh, okay, yeah, I'm either ahead or I'm behind. Like, every single one is like, I'm not coming back from this. Like every section, it's completely binary. It's like, yes, I have beaten my time. No, I have not. Ah, no. First time I screwed up there in a long time. To be honest with you, I don't need to worry about being ahead of my PB there at all, because then I gain like 6 seconds here by not hitting the wall. And we go low, we can. Straight line this. As we keep saying, turn, but not by as much as you think. Saved it. I've still saved it, I think, just about. Reader, I have not saved it. At least we're getting to perfect our line through there. That was slightly too high, but we saved it. Oh, no. No, if you make any mistake through there, you're just dead. That's the bit we need to practice next. My original line, or rather my bronze line through there, is so terrible because it's just so easy to beat. Yeah, this track is completely different to the one I made up in my head. Although that one was fun too. I think bashing off that wall will have given us enough. Oh no, I just want to go round the corner. Ow. Whee! What we're going to do, I'm going to follow IT Troll. Is that? It's Trill. IT Trill. It's Trill. Who knows? I'm going to follow them. I'm going to see how they do that corner that I have gone round exactly once. Oh, so they tumble down here. Apparently I'm not doing that because they tumble down there. Where did I lose all my speed here then? What? No idea what was going on there. I thought it just took me back to the last checkpoint, but it just disabled my control. Why the hell do you take that turn? If you scrub off enough speed to make the turn, you haven't got enough speed to make the jump. That's really confusing. Well, so let's attack this at full speed, right? So then you have... We just ride the wall like that. Does that leave us enough speed? No, it doesn't. This is... Yeah, that's not going to be enough, is it? We're just going to fly off into space. Or are we not? Are we not? We've saved it. Oh, okay. Fair enough. Just angle the car up. He gets a much better run through there, but we've... Is that the trick? You can just glide through there with little to no power? Then no, there can't be, because we've got to beat gold yet. We're still on silver. Right, I'm going to leave this one. We'll come back to this one. So it looks like a miniature golf course, and I don't know where to go. Over there. Eh? Right, okay. Oh, then it's down there. Okay, so we need to brake there. But not... We need to be going fast enough there to avoid the bumpy bit. So, bumpy bit avoided. Three there. So there is a corner cut there, but not by much will you hit a tree. That was okay. That wasn't. Ah. Right, I've been at this 2 hours now and the fingers are beginning to cramp up. So what I'm probably going to do is I'm going to try and set times on any times on these, and I'll come back and deal with them when the brain fog has cleared. That might be individually, or I might come back and do another stream. I don't know. We'll see. So around like that. Turbo there? Is that where we're meant to be? Eh. Ah, no! Go through the triangle? Not that it's going to do us any good? No. That was okay. It was accidental that it was okay, but it was okay. Honestly, if you told me that this was a set of April Fool's tracks, I would believe you. I was led to believe that this game was about skill and going fast, not working out where the next section of track is. Oh, well, this is not the section I thought it was. Right. Doesn't matter. We haven't actually finished the track yet. So, can I go Like that, maybe? Bounce off the wall? Is this going to be good? It's better. For certain definitions of better. No! Oh well. Feel like we've got that bit down. That might have slowed us down enough to get this checkpoint. Yes, there we go. Yeah. Right, we'll come back to this one too. Are there any more fun ones? Please, can we have a fun one? I feel myself getting salty, so. This one feels more racy. Oi. I mean, I'm taking terrible lines, but at least they're lines. And not like weird gimmicks. Also, we're racing someone who has llama in their name, which I will always appreciate. Ah! This way? This way. Yeah, this feels like an actual race. So, this one feels fun. I definitely prefer the tracks that are... I'll rephrase things less saltily. I don't think I like the tracks that are like stunt maps as much as I like the ones that are actual racing maps. Because this is fun. Working at the exact angle to take like 54 consecutive gimmick blocks is less fun. Because this feels like go-karting on steroids, which is what I enjoy. A game like go-karting on steroids, not taking steroids and then going go-karting, obviously. Don't hit the tree. Don't hit the big trees. This isn't a great time, but we've picked our way through the course successfully, unless we screw that up, which we didn't. 10 seconds ahead of our previous PB. Still got to save 3 seconds on the gold, but I think we can do that. That feels doable. Because now it's about optimizing lines. Ah! Because I did absolutely tiptoe through that last run. Need to remember that corner's there. I suppose I like these tracks more than I like the stunt ones, for the same reason that I was saying I like it. I like the game being deterministic, so it means that when I screw up I know that it was me. Like, if I feel like the track is trying to trick me, that takes some of the fun out of it. Some of the fun out of trying to get a good time. Because it's just like, oh yeah, you think you're going to get a good time? Yeah, well, here's 17,000 trick blocks. And it's just, no, I want to be good at driving. I know people say, we'll go and play F1 then, but Point taken. When I get better, I'll be less salty. Point taken, arguing personally in my own head. So my PB is actually ahead of the gold there. Where have I... So he starts pulling ahead here with good lines through here. We're going to PB here despite a terrible start. No, we're not. Although we still might, because we're... No, we won't. But yeah, that gold feels beatable. I think I brushed the wall there, so I've made 2 mistakes, so we will start again. I still need to fix my my setup so I get my voice in my headphones so I know if I'm being too loud or anything. I'll tell you what are we doing on the other ones? Because I want to set a time on all of these before I stop. We still haven't set a time on that one. What's this one like? Now we've got times on the other one. I just want to leave myself a good base. Ah! Right, so they go into some sort of slide here. Not like that. Okay, so I don't need to do that. May I have traction, please? There we go. This feels quite tracky as well. Apart from the ice bits. Ooh. And the hills are fun. Ooh. We can cut that nice and easy. Easy when you know how. This is another one where I think we're going to get bronze just by finishing. I reckon a good angle there will get you through all the trees at once. And then it finishes on the ceiling. Whee! Bronze. Okay. Let's see what silver does. Let's see if we can steal silver's approach to this first corner. They stop accelerating there and just glide. No, they do like a weird sideways glide thing. Which I don't know how to do. Maybe if we keep our foot in and go completely sideways. Oh, we need to go slightly further up than that. Slightly less up than that. slightly less turn than that. Right, we're going to go back and set a time on the other one. We're going to set a time on 23, and then we've set a time on all of them. Guess where the track is? It's not where you think. Gameplay. That was a good knock, mistake, whatever you want to call that. That was okay. Whatever it was good. Oh, don't hit the tree. Right, so they get hung up there. Which is a shame, because we really could do with working out how the next section is actually done. Go through it like that. Yeah, go through it. Not that much of an angle. Guess where the track is? It's not where you think. And now we're in it. Actually stuck in a tree. First time I've actually been wedged in a tree. I've been stuck at the base of a tree. First time I've been in the tree itself, like wedged in the branches. And I can't reverse. There we go. You see, what I don't know personal best, what I know that you don't personal best, is that you don't know how to get around the next section. Are we going to do it? Are we actually going to get... No! Right, what does the rest of the track look like? Oh, that's the finish. Fair enough. Probably do a little cut there because you bounce back flat. Come on, all I want to do is set a time. Hey! So up and then through this bit. This bit's relatively easy. It's this bit here that's a pain in the arse. Go through this like that. We're gonna make it. We make but for certain definitions have made it. No. First time we got that checkpoint though. Ah. Right, it's fine if we're still behind bronze. That's okay. I want to see how they take this last bit. So yeah, you go on ahead. Because I'll be honest, I haven't got a clue how to do that bit. Like, do it at all, let alone do it fast. Come on, where are you? There we go. Right, there we go. We're going to set a time, and it might even be bronze. That's how you do it. How far are we behind silver? Like 10 seconds, but we spent like 10 seconds waiting. I've completed some sort of core challenge according to my screen. Yay me. Unusual 18. Does that mean you're the 18th most unusual person? Because that's pretty unusual. Right, so they do it slightly differently. They fling themselves like... Ah, no, please, wheels. Can has wheels, please? No. I feel like there's a silver in here for me. Not if I do that, though. This, I think the tumble is actually better. Yep. Wheels, wheels, wheels. Good enough. Good enough. Less good. Then we know they bounce off the wall here, so we'll save some time there. We know they lose some time there and some momentum there, so we can build some time up here. If we don't do that. Throwing down there and then turn in the air. I think is the best policy. That'll do. Please get... Thought that was going to get through. I was wrong. Five more minutes. That's 2.5 hours, and that's quite enough Trackmania for one day. Let's see if we can get silver in 5 minutes. Not like that, we can't. That wasn't great, but we'll take it. Going up there feels faster. Please land on your wheels, thank you. We're up, we're down, we're around. Silver. How far are we away from gold? Oh, not far, 2 seconds. Go on then, we've got 4 minutes. Miracles, miracles do happen. Whether they happen on Trackmania is certainly up for debate, but we can certainly find out. That was a pretty good, if chaotic, run down there. Oh, we are too high. But that would have been good. That would have been enough. No, it wouldn't, because they've got momentum there. But then again, if I wasn't that high, I wouldn't have had that momentum. I feel like being chaotic down there is actually the answer. If we'd kept that out of the wall. Gonna PB though. Got time for a couple more runs here. I'll take it back. This track is okay. This sort of track is never going to be my favourite, but it's a solid, for what it is, it's a solid, whatever this kind of track is, it's a solid version of it. And we're in the tree again. But also it looks a little bit like a mini golf course, and everyone loves mini golf. But like a mini golf on the side of a mountain. That tree got me again. That's not the line to take. That was decent enough though. Not great. But okay. Literally got 30 seconds left before I said this would be the end, so let's see if this is the run. See if we can claim it right at the death. The answer is almost certainly no. No, massively overshot. Give it one more go. This is it. This is the last run. Ironically, we can still save it from here. Can and will. Can and will. That's another gold, which just leaves us the those two, isn't it? The one with the horrible banking. And the ice one, which I will come back and do another time because... Oh no, we're still got to get gold on that. Sorry, I got overexcited. Oh no, we did gold that one, so we've got 3. So we've got this one, which is the one with the horrible banking. We've got... I'll tell you what, let's have another couple of goes at this. Couple more goes at this. See if we can get ourselves on a roll. 3 runs. I'm going to limit myself to 3. That doesn't count. Ah, too far. No. Yeah, that's it. He's going to take the lead now, and that will be it. But we will PB, more than a second better than our PB. So we've got our previous PB, sorry. So we've got one more go. Will this be the run? Capital T, capital R. Not like that, it won't. One more go. Because that was so terrible, it barely counts. One more. This is the last one. Nope, I feel like our luck has run out, so I'm going to call it there. I'll come back and do those last 2 or 3 at some other point. But until then, can I do it? Is it possible to do a burnout in this car? No. What about if I hold... No, it isn't. And because I'm not going to end on that, we'll give it one more go, and when I fuck this up, I'll be gone. Because nothing could be worse than my attempt to do a donut. Ah. Generally speaking, it helps if you don't touch the wall. We're not going to win, but we will PB. I'll call it there. I'll come back and do these tracks at some future point. Bye bye everyone. Enjoyed not watching me play Trackmania.